everyone, and welcome to Simpli's Cuisine. I'm Harper, if you did not know, and today I am going to taste test and review Snapdragon's Vietnamese pho. Now, this is more or less just like an instant pho. I don't sadly have any the amazing garnishes or toppings for multiple reasons, mostly because I just don't want to go to the store right now. So more or less this review isn't really like, can this be like pho with all like the garnishes, because I honestly feel like pho has to have all the garnishes. I could be wrong, but like that's just how I really like pho. But this is more just like, can this instant ramen mix thing, bowls, let's just call it that, can they be a really good at-home substitute for somebody who doesn't want to make pho or who doesn't have the time to make pho? So it's more or less just like, is this worth your time for a really good base for your pho? So that's really all. I'm pretty excited. I really like pho. So more or less, we have from there, we have our ingredients. So I'm gonna get the hot water ready. I'm not really, into like filming, me like doing all of this, but I will give you like little updates, probably at the end, telling you how I felt like it, because one of the experiences of reviewing is to also tell you guys how it's like actually preparing the food. So yeah, but more or less you guys want to actually have the review, not really me like making it, so I won't drag this video on too long. Okay, so the pho has been cooked. We have a little bit like that. I'll have like a video of it. I don't actually want to tip it over. I do that sometimes and then it goes everywhere. But it's a little hot, so I'm a little worried that's gonna burn my mouth off. But I don't want it to go like soggy, so we're going to try it. So it's a little bit like that. I know it's a little bit sacrilege because they're like, two cultures kind of clashing together, but I have a lot of kimchi, so I want to like, get rid of it. And it tastes really good, and I think it will go really well with this. Okay, so I have just finished the pho, so let's talk about it. So number one, this is an incredibly flavorful dish. You probably could see with all like the seasoning packets, it has to be, but it really is really good. The noodles themselves are like more like thick than I'm used to. I'm used to more like vermicelli, to be honest with you guys. On top of that, they fall apart very easily. I'm not sure you could see this in the bowl because I had some bowl issues. But they kind of like fell apart and then came into like this huge like conglomerate. It wasn't like, gooey or like, mushy at all, but like the noodles definitely did not like stand up. And I was just like eating normally. So I think that's probably just because they're cheap noodles, and also they had to go through the whole process of drying out and whatnot. That doesn't surprise me at all, but that is a weird thing that you might want to know about. On top of that, this is definitely a base for your pho. This isn't something that you can just have on your own. I mean, you could, but as you probably see, I personally was like, I need something more the flavors were great. The noodles were pretty good for what they were, but like after a while, I just wanted something else. So I brought kimchi because like kimchi's great. But I feel like if you did get like, you know, the regular traditional pho garnishes, this would be really, really good for what it is. You know, it is like this like, you know, 4-minute instant pho ramen kind of deal. Like, it's not ramen, but you know what I mean, like it's an instant cup situation, so of course you can't put your expectations that high, but it's not bad for what it is, you know. This is from, of course, Costco, so pricing wise it's pretty good because, you know, it's Costco. But I do have to say, like, you know, if you really want like, you know, a quick pho, it does do well. But if you really want to enjoy this, I would suggest getting garnishes. And if you're getting garnishes at this point, why are you getting instant pho kind of situation, you know what I mean? So like that's a thing you have to deal with. Then again, like I have my standards pretty high because I really, really like pho and I really, really want to have it, you know, as amazing as possible. So maybe like I'm rating this a little too harshly because I want something better, which it really just can't do, you know. Sometimes like you're putting too much expectations on something that literally can't even get close to it, you know. It's not in its nature. But with that being said, I do think that this is a really, really good instant pho bowl. Like, you know, it does taste really good. It has a lot of sodium in it, like a lot of sodium, but it doesn't taste very salty, which I really like. I feel like sometimes, you know, like these instant ramen, you can taste how much salt it has, and it's a lot of salt. But for this, like, you know, it tastes really good. The flavors are really great. It has a lot of ginger taste, so if you don't really like ginger, keep that in mind. And like for what it is, it's really, really good. I think when it comes to my rating, 1 out of 10, 1 being it is absolutely terrible, I can't even finish it, 10 being it's amazing, it blew me away. It's even better than like the alternative freshly made meal. I would give this a solid 7. I feel like it's really good, but it's not perfect, and it's not even close to being perfect, you know. It has these big limitations which might like turn you off. I think when it comes to like a base, if you do want to have like an instant pho base and then like get the garnishes, I would give this a solid 8.5 when it comes to like that kind of situation. I feel like this would be a really, really good base. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. But more or less from there, as a whole, Snapdragon did a pretty great job. But with that being said, that is all for today. So of course, if you like this video, click like. If you want to see more from moi, just subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will say next time, and as usual, goodbye.